MLB The Show tips. How's it going, guys? Our first roster prediction of the year. Who's going up? Who's going down? It's coming out April 18th, the new roster like it does every week for the season. That's great for Diamond Dynasty players. Your players are going to change overalls. They're going to go up and down. That's going to change their value. So pay attention to the upgrades and downgrades that I think, but I also want to hear from you. So what do you think? Do you like these guys? Do you have some other guys? Put them in the comments section below. Let me know on Twitter at MLBTheShow_tips. Just a few ground rules. Developers are very conservative about changing overalls and attributes for players. So if I see someone now that deserves a +2 or a +3 upgrade, even if it doesn't happen in the next update, it may take a little time and they may update them in the future. So hang tight with those guys if you want to invest in them or put them on your team. They're doing well in real life. So let's see how they do. Let's go into the roster predictions for April 18th. We start with a couple of negatives. Catcher Devin Mesoraco, -1, only 3 hits so far this season. Now over to first base, we'll do these in order. We've got Anthony Rizzo, possibly a negative candidate, 1 for 14 against lefties, only 8 hits and 3 are home runs. Could lose some contact, especially versus lefties. I'm not surprised. Now Tyler White, the youngster, is +5, hitting .395. 4 home runs for Houston, so I like him as a nice upgrade candidate. Mark Trumbo, also he's bringing some power, some good hitting, +2 for him for the Orioles. And then David Ortiz, he had that steal. Could we see a +1 upgrade? You know, he's only got 1 speed attribute and a 4 steal attribute. It could happen if the developers want to have some fun. All right, over to second base. Robinson Cano, give him a +1 upgrade. Power versus righties is there. 4 home runs are against his righties. Not very good against lefties, though, but I do see some power returning sooner or later. Now, Daniel Murphy had that torrid playoff run. He's still tearing it up. Contact and power from both sides of the plate. You've seen the inside edge boost so far this season. I give him a +4, a big upgrade candidate. Starlin Castro, he's reversing some of his splits, hitting well from both sides of the plate with a little power versus righties, maybe a +2. And Jean Segura, +1, a little more contact versus righties. Now over to third base, Eugenio Suarez. He's got contact plus power versus lefties. He's seeing the ball well. 2-point upgrade is very possible for his overall. Over to shortstop. Who else other than Trevor Story do we have to talk about? Now, he did come in as a 76 overall in the first roster update of the season, so I don't see a huge upgrade here. It's a possibility, maybe a +1, a little more contact against lefties. He's taking advantage of southpaw as well, but he's homerless in his last 6 games. Now, Aledmys Diaz, St. Louis Cardinals shortstop. He's come in, he's taken over that role while Peralta's out. Give him a +5 contact. He's even got a home run. Now over to left field, Starling Marte. Give him a 1-point upgrade, contact and power versus righties. Both of his home runs are off righties this year, so maybe a little more there. Colby Rasmus, +1, 3 home runs, and he's batting around .300 average already early this year. I like that. Now Christian Yelich of the Marlins, give him a 1-point upgrade. He's batting .400 to start the year. Angel Pagan, +3 overall. Contact versus righties and versus lefties. He's hitting .360 and .400 early on. Nice splits for Angel. Now over to center field, Dexter Fowler, 1-point overall upgrade. I could see it happening. Contact versus righties is good. Average so far is all right too. Delino DeShields, the speedster, +1. Contact versus righties hitting .333 and 36 at bats, so 1-point upgrade. But Odubel Herrera, -1. Contact's pretty down. He's only hitting .263. I could see those attributes dropping. Over in right field, Carlos Gonzalez, Cargo +1. Contact versus righties. He's hitting over .400. That's where it could come. Another great guy to have out there, JD Martinez, right fielder for the Tigers, +2. He's killing the ball, hitting .385 so far. Now, Matt Kemp, this is kind of a little joke. I don't think there was a guy ever adjusted more in last year's roster updates than Kemp, who happens to be a Padres. Remember, the developers are in San Diego. I could see a 1-point upgrade. He's got 4 home runs already. Just for fun, let's put him on. Now, over the Yankees, Carlos Beltran, fountain of youth, +2. He's got 3 home runs already. Nice average for the Yankees starting off. Now, speaking of youth, Jeremy Hazelbaker, +3 overall for the Cardinals, 3 home runs, but you may not see a whole lot more of him because of playing time. Kind of crunched there with a crowded St. Louis outfield. Over to starting pitching, Noah Syndergaard, +1 overall. I think he's one of the best diamond candidates already early in the year. He's a front runner to kind of be one of those guys to take it to the next level. In 2 starts, he's already got 21 strikeouts. He's another Mets pitcher. That would make 3 that could go diamond. Not this week, but look out ahead. Adam Wainwright, not being very Adam Wainwright. I see a -1 downgrade either this week or next if he keeps this up. He's given up 12 runs in the last 10 innings. Danny Salazar, give him a +1, one of the most dominating starters, and he's one to watch. Joe Ross of the Nats, give him a +1. He's had 2 strong starts. He's also another guy to watch. And Vince Velasquez, +3 upgrade. K per 9 should be going up after a 16 strikeout outing. Already 5,000 of the cards have been sold in Diamond Dynasty, so you may not have a lot of value there because he was a bronze kind of low overall card, but he's still someone that could be valuable in the game. And Matt Latos, +1, 2 solid starts, might be underrated. And Jared Eichhoff, +2, a 9 strikeout performance for the Phillies. Now over to relievers. Historically, developers don't like to upgrade these guys very quickly or downgrade them. I'll throw a few out there though, if there will be some. So David Robertson's my first, +1, lights out 5 for 5 save opportunities. And ever since Roberto Osuna has taken over for the Blue Jays, 4 for 4 in save chances, so give him a +1 possibly. Now this guy I think will get an upgrade. Brendan Brack, +6. He's been unbelievable in his 6 relief appearances for the Orioles, only given up 1 hit. Jeremy Jeffress, I see a +2 coming sooner or later. Very solid closer in real life for the Brewers, and he's really tough in the game. You should check out his stats. Good velocity. And the Phillies closer, Genmar Gomez, I could see him getting a little bit of an upgrade ever since being named the closer for the Phillies, and he's doing all right despite a few rough outings lately. Those are our roster predictions for April 18th. Subscribe and like for more. Leave a comment if you see someone you like that I didn't mention, or follow me on Twitter and tell me there, @MLB The Show _tips.